inside, fast and freedom to the single tide. Look in my eyes, we all belong in memory lives. Look deep inside, fast and freedom to the single tide. Look in my eyes, we all belong in memory lives. Look deep inside, fast and freedom to the single tide. Join the dark order. Join us. 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 Join the dark order. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Look in my eyes, we all belong in memory lives. Look deep inside, fast and freedom to the single tide. Look in my eyes, we all belong in memory lives. Look deep inside, fast and freedom to the single tide. Join the dark order. Join us. 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 Join the dark order. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us. Join us.
Yo, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the podcast tonight. This is the Broken Tables podcast for Rampage on March 4th, 2022. Oh my God. Now, real quick, the stream's going to look a little bit different tonight. We are testing out the system we are going to be using when we do Revolution on Sunday for the pay-per-view. Everything looks to be working properly at the moment. This laptop seems to be able to handle everything quite well. May just have to adjust some of the lighting on the camera, but everything seems to look good. All right, so tonight we had Rampage, an absolute banger of an episode. Oh my God. Rampage gets better and better and better and better. What an amazing go-home show. We've got Revolution coming, and that was as good of a go-home show for a recorded version, recorded show. That was amazing. The CM Punk promo, oh my God, all of it. So we'll get into that. I gotta say, this episode absolutely did make me excited for Revolution. These go-home shows, that's what their job is, to make me excited. Wednesday absolutely did that as well, with CM Punk on Dynamite with MJF. My God. But tonight, I want to see that ladder match now. Christian looked fantastic, and, we'll get to that. So we started off tonight. If you would have caught it on YouTube, you could have saw the entrances for all three men. We had Andrade El Idolo versus Darby Allin versus Sammy Guevara for the TNT Championship. This was an absolute banger of a match, just like everyone thought it was going to be. Like, there's just no way that these three guys in a ring are going to have a bad match. Not any chance in hell this was going to be a bad match. It started off really interesting. I like the way that they did this. First, all three of them were kind of looking at each other like, who's going to fight? And then I was kind of surprised that it was Darby that did this. It goes against his character a little bit, but I'm going to overlook that. Darby just stepped right next to Sammy, and they looked at each other like, yeah, let's whoop this dude's ass first. So it was pretty nice. There was a spot in this match where Sammy had Darby up on the top ropes, and he started to put him into the superplex position. He lifted him all the way up into the suplex position, and Andrade slipped underneath into the powerbomb position on Sammy, and he lifted both of them up. Now, for Sammy to keep Darby up in the air like he did was absolutely bonkers. The strength that took was incredible. This was another spot that's only possible with Darby Allin. This could not have been done with anybody other than Marco Stunt. Darby Allin and Marco Stunt, easily the only two that this could have been accomplished with. I'm sure there's somebody else in there I'm forgetting, but So Andrade power bombs both of them, superplex power bomb. That was absolutely bananas. I lost my shit. I've never seen that before, ever. Taz said he's never seen that before. I'm fairly confident that was the first time we have seen that on television. I'm sure somebody in the indies have done it somewhere, because they've done freaking everything, you know what I mean? But we go to a commercial break after only 5 minutes. I didn't understand that commercial break, other than I think we went straight through the rest of the match without another one, so okay. I'm okay with it if that's what happened, but, Andrade does a moonsault where he lands on his feet and does a backflip, to do another moonsault while the guy's rolling out of the way. So they had Darby and Sammy laying there. Darby rolls out of the way, and he lands on his feet directly in between Darby and Sammy. One of the greatest things I have seen in a long time. This was one of my favorite spots I've seen in a long time. Andrade is incredible. Lands on his feet, does another moonsault backflip, lands straight on Sammy. It looked so clean, so perfect. It was fabulous. Um, there was a spot where Darby was setting up Andrade for something on the ropes. He had him tied up upside down, and he turned around and we saw Sammy climbing the ropes like Shane McMahon back in the day. And Darby moves out of the way, and Sammy goes coast to coast and just smashes Andrade square in the face with a nice drop kick. That was beautiful. We had a crazy back and forth, some Darby and Sammy rollbacks, pin here, 1, 2, 1, 2. Andrade comes in, breaks it up. Absolutely amazing finish. We had Sammy hit the go to hell, and we had Darby throw Sammy out of the ring to pin Andrade, but instead of pinning him, which is what he should have done, he goes up for the coffin drop. He hits Andrade with the coffin drop, and then he pins Andrade. And after a 2 count, Sammy hits that 450 splash on him, and Darby's toast, and Andrade was already toast. So Darby rolls off, Sammy pins Andrade, 1, 2, 3. Sammy retains. He is still your TNT champion. Great freaking match. As much as I seem to forget about Sammy because we have so much talent in AEW, every single damn match with Sammy Guevara is absolutely freaking fantastic. I just don't know what else to say about this kid. When he first came into AEW, I did not enjoy his presence at all. I was not a big fan of Sammy Guevara's at all. He has grown on me more than I think anybody else. Maybe if I come across somebody in these next few podcasts, we'll go over that. But he's grown on me more than anybody that I can think of. Honestly, can't think of anybody else that's grown on me more. So the crowd was absolutely amazing for this match. The crowd busted out, I think, 3 separate "This is awesome" chants. We had 2 separate AEW chants. Both of those were great. Let's see here. I just wrote in giant letters, "What a match." So next up, we had Penta and the Death Triangle come out. It was Alex Abrahantes dressed up all spooky. Penta is in his Penta Oscuro outfit where he's wearing all black. He had the big shovel. Was that Cody's golden shovel? I'm confused. It looked like Cody's golden shovel, but it was dirty. I don't know if that's what they were going for, but I might have to rewatch that to see if I'm just, putting things together in my head there. Now, Alex Abrahantes kept mentioning the 3 of us, and so the House of Black came out, and they were like, Alex, it's very noble of you to sacrifice yourself for your brothers. And Alex was like, I never said I was the 3rd one. And oh my God, I freaked out. I think I woke up everybody in my house and probably my neighbors. ERICK REDBEARD comes out, and he looked amazing. Redbeard looked absolutely fantastic. This dude is a monster. He's still got the monster beard. He had a badass vest on, quite similar to my vest I'm wearing right now. You guys can't see it all because of the camera, but he looked incredible. He goes out there, and Redbeard actually destroyed the security guards. And shout out to security guards. Tony Khan, if you're by any chance ever going to see this, your security guards need a raise. They've gotten their asses kicked 3 weeks in a row now. We talked about this last week. It was 2 weeks in a row. This is 3 weeks in a row. Security has gotten decimated. And then he decimated, he got Brody King, smashed him out of the ring. He looked like the monster he is supposed to. Redbeard is here, and he is part of Death Triangle, which I was not expecting. Just really, really assumed he was going to be with the Dark Order. But I'm totally fine with that for now while Penta is not here. Penta's healing up. So, or not Penta. Phoenix is not here. He's healing up. Got Penta over here. Phoenix up here. Both autographed, by the way. So at the end of this segment, Penta put a random security guard in a arm lock and, did the whole arm snapping thing. And there was an audible snap that they must have put through the speakers, but man, did it sound realistic. And people in the crowd were like, oh, like you could hear it. It was really good, really good. I definitely enjoyed that. Next up, we had a Dan Lambert promo with Scorpio Sky standing there not saying a damn word. Scorpio's extremely good on the mic. I don't think that he needs Dan Lambert to speak for him like that, but okay. Tony Khan on Twitter had mentioned that he offered a 7th spot in the ladder match at the pay-per-view Revolution, but instead Dan Lambert negotiated and obtained on Wednesday a straight-up match with Sammy Guevara for the title. The winner at Revolution will face whoever wins on Wednesday. So that's kind of interesting. But, we'll see what happens there. Let's see. Next up was my man Keith Lee. All bask in his glory. I would do more for you, but, my voice is a little rough right now. Keith Lee, my favorite wrestler in AEW at the moment, besides Adam Cole, baby, of course, right? Keith Lee is easily my favorite act at the moment. I'm absolutely loving what Keith Lee's got going on. He comes out, and I was not expecting him to be going against JD Drake. I thought they were going to give him a no-name that we didn't know for a squash match, and that is absolutely not what happened. We got a fantastic match between Drake and Keith Lee. A good 10-minute match, I believe it was, maybe just short of 10 minutes. Let me get a water here. No, this was just short of 10 minutes, and the whole match was back and forth. JD and Keith had a really good back and forth slap, chest slapping match at the beginning. I enjoyed this match thoroughly. I was thoroughly sports entertained here. Even though this was very much a pro wrestling match, this was definitely not a sports entertainment match. This was pro wrestling for two big guys, and they were both very good. I was extremely happy with this match. Keith catches JD Drake flying off the top ropes with a body splash, catches him like it was nothing. Okay? JD Drake is a huge human being. Catches him like it was nothing. And then he just proceeds to squat with him. He squats down and holds him, and then picks him up and powers him up over his shoulders into the Big Bang Catastrophe. And that Big Bang Catastrophe is a thing of beauty. My God, I love that Big Bang Catastrophe. The BBC, by the way. Hey. It looks absolutely incredible. It feels incredible when you see it on, like, the way that the whole ring just shakes when he hits it. I say it feels incredible. I hope I don't ever have to feel it, because I don't think it feels incredible, actually. So he wins with the Big Bang Catastrophe, and then, of course, all the wingmen come out, jump on his back, and, start smashing on him. And at this point, Taz sees an opportunity for Team Taz to go down there and, take some chunks out of him. So he tries to kind of orders them to go down there. And Keith Lee proceeds to annihilate everybody from the wingmen. Upon annihilating the wingmen, Hobbs and Ricky Starks did not seem like they wanted to go down there very much. Even though it was 2-on-1, they still seemed pretty hesitant, So they did get up the courage. They start walking down. It's 2-on-1, and there was just kind of a little bit of a confrontation. They yelled at each other, and that was that. They didn't get in the ring. They didn't. No big fight there. It could have been 2-on-1. They could have just gotten there and jumped him, but I think they might have been a little scared. So at the end of this, Keith Lee's standing tall. He was not even sweating. Like, he may have been like a little bit damp on his forehead, like it may have been a little shiny, but he had no sweat rolling down his head. He wasn't breathing super hard, and this was a long match. So anybody who's thinking that Keith Lee is not in shape or has some sort of health stuff still lingering around, you could put that to bed, man. That match right there, he looked great. He wasn't even sweating, and don't sweat it. That's how I'll say it. You know what I mean? So I think we're good. All right. Next up, was not planning on seeing this. I had no idea this was coming. We get a promo from CM Punk sitting in the back, covered in his blood, from Wednesday on Dynamite. Oh my God. This promo from CM Punk blew my mind. He was like, Max, you want the old CM Punk, the one that you grew up idolizing? He's like, you got him. He's like, the amount of pain that I'm feeling right now, he's like, some people, it wakes them up. And you know what I'm talking about. Holy shit, this promo was fan-fucking-tastic. CM Punk is doing the best work of his entire career. He is turning MJF into an absolute superstar. And this match on Sunday, I need this match. I want this match. I have to see this match. Like, oh my God. So, we're going to do our prediction show tomorrow. So I'm not going to get into my predictions here on that. We're going to do that tomorrow with the whole crew. It's going to be me, Rome, and Forrest tomorrow doing the Rampage prediction show. So look for that video to drop tomorrow night, tomorrow evening. And we'll get that going. But this freaking promo, 10 out of 10. My God. Holy God. If you did not see this, if you do watch anything of this show, go watch this promo from CM Punk. They did a good job kind of hiding the gash on his forehead, but he had a nasty gash on his forehead from MJF. All right, so the next we got a Jade Cargill promo, and she looks freaking great standing there, center screen. My God, Jade she's incredible. Mark Sterling is talking about a clause in the contract that for 48 hours before the show, nobody can lay a finger on Jade. And Anna Jay comes out of the corner and says, "Hey, Mark, what day is it?" And he's like, "It's Friday, March 4th, Rampage." "Yeah, well, that's 48 hours there, Mark. You're kind of a bad lawyer, dude." Yeah. Why would it be 48 hours, Mark? Why wouldn't it be until the match starts, Mark? You wrote the contract, Mark. But whatever, So Ty Conti comes out of nowhere with a pump kick and smashes Jade in the face. This is the first time I think we have ever seen Jade not standing tall at the end of one of her promos. I think this was a great time to do this because we all know Ty Conti is not winning this on Sunday. If she does, I'd be absolutely amazed, but it's not going to happen, Yeah, beautiful pump kick. Jade lays there on the ground while Ty Conti says, "You got 48 hours till your title's mine, bitch," and walks off. And Jade Cargill says, "This fucking bitch," like I believe she said the F word, and they bleeped it out. Punk did the same, by the way. Punk straight up used the F-bomb, and they had to bleep it out. And he said, "You want to call me PG Punk?" Not anymore. So here it comes with the Serena Deeb 5-minute challenge up against a newcomer I have not seen before, Layla Gray. There is a chance this girl has been on the show before, but I did not recognize her. But like I said, there's a possibility she's been on the show before. This girl tried something new. I really enjoyed what they did with this girl. She rolled out of the ring immediately and started playing the clock. She ran away from Serena Deeb a couple of times, rolled inside, rolled outside the ring. But, you know, Deeb's a seasoned professional. She is not going to get, you know, outsmarted by a rookie. And she winds up catching the girl by the legs, drags her out of the ring face first into the outside of the ring onto the mats. She gets this girl back in the ring. She, you know, beats her up for a second and just locks in a nasty, nasty guillotine, or some people might call it a Gracie choke. If you're really into jiu-jitsu, this kind of looked like a Gracie guillotine. But either way, just a nasty front headlock choke, just choked her out like Roman Reigns would. Well under the 5 minutes, like always. So Serena Deeb puts in the Serenity Lock, and this is after the match, just making this girl tap, tap, tap. And we get the return of Hikaru Shida comes back. I think Jericho screamed, "Holy Shida." I can't stand when people say that. But nevertheless, it's a thing. So Holy Shida, she comes out. She's got her kendo stick, and she just lays waste to Serena Deeb with that kendo stick. I do believe she focused on her knee. She blasted her in the knee with that kendo stick like 10 times. Security came out, broke it up. You know, there was that. Next, we get an Eddie Kingston promo. This made me laugh out loud tremendously. Eddie was just talking about kayfabe's dead, but let's not piss on its grave. I popped, I laughed. It was great. I guess if I say you watch anything else, watch this promo as well. This and Punk's promos were fantastic. He said, let's go get some peanut butter pie and catering to Tony Schiavone. Next up was Ethan Page. He had a good promo saying that, we had the face-off for the main event. So Ethan Page comes up. He says, I was the Hall of Fame talent that everybody was talking about getting signed back when Christian was signed. It was me. I was the Hall of Famer. That was a good line. I liked it. I liked the way he used the time. They got signed at the same time. I liked it. It was nice. It's time for the main event. We had the Battle of Ontario. I believe both of these young men are from Ontario, Canada. Jericho definitely made sure we understood that these two guys were from Canada, and this was a battle between two Canadians and blah, 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 blah. It was a good match. Ethan Page had control for a good chunk of the match until Christian hit a beautiful spear. He went for the kill switch. Got reversed. Page went for the all ego, or I forget what his is called. I think it's the all ego, something like that. He went for that. He got countered. Christian hits that kill switch. Just really, really good match. Not much to write down to go back and forth on. It was just a great match that you would expect between Christian Cage and Ethan Page. It went flawlessly. No, I didn't see any botches. I think Ethan Page has really idolized Christian Cage as a kid. You could tell he was kind of very happy to be in the ring with him. Finish was really good. They went counter, finish. Done. 1, 2, 3. We get Jurassic Express come out to celebrate with Christian Cage. While they're celebrating, we get the Elite and Red Dragon come out. So we got the Young Bucks and Red Dragon come out. And they both steal one of the belts. So we got Kyle O'Reilly stole one of the belts, and he starts playing it like a guitar. Jericho said it looked like he was having a seizure. It was pretty funny. And then Matt Jackson took one of the tag belts as well. And when Red Dragon and the Bucks noticed that each of them had a belt, they kind of faced off, And that's how we finished off the show, hinting at, they both want those belts. And, let's not forget about Jurassic Express, boys. I think you guys are going to be so focused on each other in this match, you're going to forget about Jurassic Express. And then I believe we'll have a nice feud after. But, that'll be part of the prediction show tomorrow. Absolutely excellent episode of Rampage. I'm giving this an absolute 5 out of 5 episode. The boys are probably going to kill me because I never give anything a 5 out of 5. But this was just as good, if not better, than any episode of Rampage I have seen. I guess we could say it was as good as last week's. That was like bang, 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 bang. I love that episode as well. So I'm happy with that. I'm pretty much happy with everything that went down tonight. I cannot wait for this pay-per-view. I can't wait to do our prediction show tomorrow night with Rome and Forrest. We'll have that. We might do that live. And you know what? We're gonna do that live. We're gonna do that live tomorrow. I'll find out what time both the boys can be here, and we'll get that going. So until tomorrow night for the prediction show, I appreciate everybody for hanging out tonight. Thank you guys very much for hanging with us. And let's see here. What else can we say about tonight's episode other than it was a 5 out of 5 episode of Rampage? So let's see here. I'm not on my normal setup. We're on the laptop. And everybody, have a great night. Peace.